Hey there guys, thanks for tuning in to Fishing Living Mission. So today we're going to have a look at the Pro Rack. So I've got the fitting kit here. This one is the K340. That's what my car is. And we've got the heavy duty Pro Rack here. This one is a little bit more expensive, but seems to be worth it. So let's have a look. Let's open up this K340 fitting kit. I'll have a look what's inside. So it's probably got some proper names for it, but we've got the feet there, got some mounts, and we've got the bolts. So perfect. So we'll see how this all goes together and start putting it together. So we'll open up the Pro Rack box as well. So this should have your 2 bars and the legs. Now these feel quite solid. They look very good quality. So we'll get the fitting kits on, and we'll get these legs installed. I've just installed the first Pro Rack. That way I've got a good idea of how to install it myself. So the easiest way to do this is to first off just line up your 2. I wish I did that firsthand. Make sure they're the same width. So how you do that, you just got to put your key in here and the whole cover lifts off. And then what you want to do is just adjust this bolt here. So you could get a tape measure to make sure they're the same distance, but what I've just ended up doing is just putting them on top of each other, line them up, and you just want to line up your brackets. Once they're the same distance, then that's fine. What I was trying to show you before is that now I've loosened off this, you just got to do a few turns, and then you can actually press the bolt. A bit hard to do one-handed, but you just slide that bracket backwards and forwards. So now that we've adjusted our roof racks, what we want to do is work on the mount. So what we've got is a bolt here, just a threaded rod. It's got Allen key on one side and just a standard bolt end on the other. So what you want to do is get your standard bolt end. That's going to be the bottom, and you're going to have your Allen key at the top. Just going to screw that in as much as we can without over tightening. You want to do the same on the other side. You also want to swap out these mounts. So the easiest way I found, on the video it shows that the guy just pops them straight off. I had a little bit of trouble with mine. So what I ended up just doing is getting a screwdriver, or this is a chisel. You just put it in here and try and rotate, and you can put it in here and try and rotate it out. And it usually just pops out pretty easy. It's just 2 pins holding it, but it can be a little stubborn. Now to fit the new mount in, it just slots in pretty easily. It only goes one way. Just got to make sure you line it up properly. There we go. So this is the rubber mount that goes on top in between the panel and the mount itself. So that's just going to stop it from scratching your paintwork. Okay, so now we've got this all lined up properly. Just make sure there's no creases in your rubber. That seems to be on there pretty well, because when you do use the wing nut, it'll squish it down even further. And if you've got it kinked, it's just not going to look very nice. So what you do now is you got your little wing nut. So I'll just put that on. Okay, now we got the wing nut on. So you might have to just lift up your mount just to get it, the wing nut under there. Help if you go the right way. So we just spin that on, and you just want to make sure that it's still lined up perfectly, that rubber, both front and back. And you want to make sure that the nut's as tight as you can without over tightening it, and you want to make sure that it's flush with the front. So now we're going to give that a bit of a wiggle test. It seems like it's on there pretty well, not going anywhere. So it's got a little bit of movement in the actual rack itself, which is side to side, which is normal. That's just this mount here moving. So what we're going to do now is just tighten this off once we're absolutely 100% happy with this. So I think it's pretty alright. So what we're going to do is just tighten off these Allen keys, and then we're going to put our covers on. So next we're just going to put these covers on. You just got to line them up. Use a key. That'll just be worthwhile showing you. So it's just got this little cam here, and that just locks in with this little part here. So just make sure it's open when you go to put them on, and then you close it, and then that locks it all in. Now, I reckon you'll be able to pry this quite easily. Get a screwdriver or something in it. But I reckon it'd probably snap about there. So that's pretty much you protected anyways. I don't think they'd get away with your roof racks. Hopefully not. But it seems like a pretty good design. Now, I do think it would be nice if they added a little catch on this side so it doesn't lift up so much. So if you have a look down the line here, it does lift up a fair amount. Well, that's the roof rack installed, guys. This heavy duty roof rack seems like it's going to be absolutely perfect for what I want to use it for. It doesn't seem like it's very hard to install, so anybody should be able to do it. So my plan is, because I've got the kayak up on the hoist, so I can just reverse the car straight in, drop it on, strap it on, and I can go fishing. So that's my plan with it. It's going to be absolutely awesome. Especially since I no longer have my ute at the residence. I've got a depot now that I store my ute, so the work ute's not available all the time now. But anyways, so I got these from Supercheap, and I waited for the sale. Make sure you wait for the sale. You save a fair amount of money. So I bought the Pro Rack heavy duty racks. They are normally $350 off the top of my head, and I got it for $209. And for the fitting kit, they're usually $80. I got it for $47. So my plan is to down the track to put these Pro Racks on a dedicated camping vehicle. So down the track I will be buying a 4-wheel drive. It'll allow me to go more places, and having a dedicated camper, I can at least have it set up ready to go away for the weekend, come back, and I don't have to unpack everything and then have my work vehicle for work. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm hoping around Christmas time I should have something. Well, thanks for watching this video, guys. I very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel. And we'll see you guys next time.